નમસ્કાર, હું આદર્શ છું. Adarsh Education Society welcomes you all here. So, dear student friends, we'll move ahead with the activities of your textbook. Here in this first activity only, what you see here in this picture, that you will write here this rainwater, raincoat, umbrella, school students, entire surroundings is wet, one tree is there. All these things you will describe in your own words, and that you will write here. This is your activity. What do you see here in this picture? Describe it in at least 5 sentences, and you will write it here in this area. Okay, got the idea? Then afterwards, what's there in the poem Water Dance Part 1 and Water Dance Part 2, that we have already completed. Here third activity is there, how river is different from the sea, that is given. If you pay attention over the picture, pay attention here with the picture, how it is. You see here, the river comes from the creeks, from the mountain, moves ahead. Here it is not wider, here it is wider, here it may be shallow, here it is deep, and ultimately it dashes towards the sea. How will describe the river? The river moves ahead from the golden valleys. Everything what I am speaking, that is from here only. It is joined by different small streams, small streams. It may come from here, it may come from here, it may come from here, like that, which can be from the different creeks. And how river moves ahead, it becomes wider, wider, it becomes deeper, and it becomes broader. Then we'll move ahead with the sea. How the sea is explained here, you see. It passes through a gateway of a high stones palisades, leaving the land behind. Cool silver moonlight sparkles and dances on the waves of the sea. You see, the sea is ultimate destination of the river. The sea would be a gateway of high stone palisades, leaving the land behind, where moonlight dances on the waves of the sea, and that also shines, that also sparkles at night. In this way, the river is different from the sea. So many rivers together will make the ultimate destination of the sea. This is what you have to write here in activity 3. Next to that, what we are having, that is dance part 2. Each line we have completed, how it is, like that. The poet is Thomas Look, that also we have completed. Few hard words are there, how they are hard, and what's the meaning here in this poem. Whenever the words were there, I explained it to you. Next to that, in 5th activity, what is given? There we have to explain. I am one thing, I am man things. I am one thing means what? I am one thing means only water, water drops. This is one thing, and the total of these water drops will make so many things different. Initially, it rains from the cloud. From there, small streams will start. All the streams together will make a small stream on the rock, on the mountain. From there, it will come down, will make a pond. From there, it starts a river, and ultimately it reaches to the sea. Once again, evaporation from the sea, once again clouds, once again droplets, dewdrops, once again rain, once again streams, once again ocean, sea. In this way, I am one thing. One thing means rainfall. And so many things means where the water is stored or seen. Each place is known with different names. In that regard, many things is given over here in this poem. Got the idea? This is very simple one. Identify me from my description. You see here, I don't speak much. Sound is not there with me. I don't speak much, but I am everywhere. You see, without air we cannot live, and so that the silent air is everywhere. Very simple it is. I shine bright at night. Very simple. Silver moonlight. I look threatening when we see dark sky. We may feel with the thunder, cyclone and lightning's problem. I am a welcome pleasure. I am a welcome pleasure. Warm sunlight would be the identity of pleasure always. I am a lot, yet I am with the little water. I am lot, and yet with little water. Countless droplets, dewdrops, क्या चलता है? Fog. Got the idea? In this way, we have completed this exercise also. For this seventh activity, I'll send you separate video lectures, because this personification is the name of one figures of speech. I will explain to you it, I'll guide you it, and then afterwards we would be able to complete it. Okay? Next to that, if we'll move ahead, eighth activity is there. Adjectives are described here: loving mother, gentle mother, strict mother, good mother, working mother. What's adjective and how it is described here? For this seventh activity, personification, as well as for this eighth activity, for adjectives, I'll send you separate videos. Just you be there with the seventh and eighth activity, so that you will come to know what we can do over here. Okay? Ninth activity is also connected with eighth one. Adjectives and form of adjectives in comparative degree as well as in positive degree, that is given there. And then last activity is what? Our country is blessed with varied landscape. Mountain valleys are there, rivers are there, deserts are there, waterfalls are there, lakes are there, so many things are there. Based on this, you have to write a paragraph describing your favorite landscape. Suppose that I will think that I want to write about my favorite place. What shall I write for this? Very simple idea. How I will start it, I'll tell it to you. A simply brief idea I'll give you. Then afterwards you will write here yourself. Gujarat is surrounded with more than 1600 kilometers area with the water only. Suppose that if you will think, or if I will think, Madhya Pradesh is nowhere else connected with Gujarat, Maharashtra is nowhere else connected with Gujarat, Rajasthan is nowhere else connected with Gujarat. Suppose that this is the matter of imagination. You will think that Gujarat is nothing else. Gujarat, our state, can be an island on the map of our great country India. Whenever I move towards the seashore, I like it very much. Why is it so? Because it's a divine experience where all small children play with their own activities, and these own activities would be always different with the age group of the students, age group of the children. Even coconut trees on the seashore and in the surroundings area would be an additional attraction. We would like even to have coconut fruits over there when we reach towards the seashore. Sunset and sunrise seen at the seashore will lead anyone towards the divine power, divine and aesthetic pleasure, and towards the huge area of the sea. Cyclonic wind, water sports can be the picturesque, what we can draw, that's known as picturesque atmosphere on the seashore. A small hut and waves of the sea will provide an intoxication in the mood of human being. Perhaps I can't come back from the seashore anytime, as that would be my weak point and that would be my strong place for my self-enjoyment. In this way you can explain your favorite landscape in your own words. Okay, got the idea? In this way we have completed this first chapter with all the activities. If you have problem regarding this anywhere else, you can ask me anytime. Okay, thank you. Thanks a lot for joining us.